I'm sure most of you already know about the story right here from the New York Post. Substance found in White House West Wing tests positive for cocaine. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this. You've seen all the memes. They've been really funny, but here is one of the funniest ones that I've seen so far. And of course, it's from a presidential candidate. I am starting to like Vivek Ramaswamy quite a lot, a lot more than DeSantis, to be honest. I still think I like Trump a good bit more than Vivek, but let me know in the comments if there's any issues with Vivek that you know about that I don't know of, because the guy seems like a great presidential candidate as of now. He also said that he would pardon Donald Trump, and he tried to get everybody else, all the other Republican candidates, to say that they would also pardon Donald Trump, or at least say why they wouldn't. So I like that stuff, man. I think he's a pretty good presidential candidate. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling about him as a presidential candidate. But Vivek Ramaswamy says right here in response to the New York Post story about cocaine being found on the White House premises, he says presidential debate prep is underway at the Biden White House. It's a great troll, and like I said, there's been a ton of memes going around like this one, dude. It's just hilarious. The AI generated images have been really good. And like I said, I'm really becoming a fan of Vivek Ramaswamy. Obviously, he's a very smart guy, very well spoken, but the fact that he can also have fun with this stuff like this, it's also a really good sign, because I think that's why a lot of people like Donald Trump so much, is not because he's just a robot standing on the podium that's well spoken and has a lot of degrees and things like that. Vivek has those things. He's well spoken and, like I said, pretty intelligent. But also, if he can be a real person and troll every once in a while, troll reporters like Donald Trump could, actually relate to people by being that real person, then that could go a long way as well. And it seems like he's doing that. He's really trolling them well. Presidential debate prep is underway at the Biden White House. I mean, that's hilarious, man. That's funny stuff from a presidential candidate. And I think it's a really good strategy to try to come off as a real person. I think Donald Trump kind of gave everyone the blueprint of, this is how you become president nowadays. You have to actually relate to people. You have to actually be a real person and not just a robot. Like, Barack Obama was really well spoken and really intelligent and everything, but the guy seemed like a robot. Like he wasn't really relatable at all. Donald Trump kind of came in and blew the doors open on that kind of thing. And speaking of Donald Trump has also made statements on the cocaine being found in the White House. Trump launches hysterical rant about cocaine found in White House. You can kind of see where the political leanings of this publication are, but I don't really care about the headline. I more care about what Donald Trump actually had to say. Here is what Donald Trump had to say on the cocaine being found in the West Wing of the White House. Does anybody really believe that cocaine found in the West Wing, very close to the Oval Office, is for the use of anyone other than Hunter and Joe Biden? But watch, the fake news media will soon start saying the amount found was very small, it wasn't really cocaine, but rather common ground-up aspirin, and the story will vanish. Has Dwayne Jack Smith, the crazy Trump-hating special prosecutor, been seen in the area of the cocaine? He looks like a crackhead to me. I love this new age of Republican candidates, man. Absolute trolls. They're not scared of anything. They're not scared to say crazy shit like Donald Trump is saying right here. Trump-hating special prosecutor been seen in the area of the cocaine. He looks like a crackhead to me. Like, dude, there's no shot 10 years ago, 15 years ago, any Republican, any presidential candidate at all that's taken seriously would be saying things like this. This is a former president, possibly a future president, is running for president again, saying stuff like he looks like a crackhead to me, talking about Jack Smith. Like, that's insane, man. The special he's talking about a special prosecutor. Whatever happened to the 850 boxes of documents that Biden won't show to anybody? What about the docs found in Chinatown, DC, and those in his unsecured garage where Hunter stayed as China was sending Biden millions and millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing? Maybe the nothing was for doing plenty, Mr. Trump added in a subsequent post on Wednesday, without providing evidence for his claims. Well, that's the thing, man. People are going after Trump. They're indicting Trump. They're trying to get Trump in jail for things that pretty much every single past and present president has done, and probably all future presidents will do as well. That's why, like I said, that there's an argument to be made that maybe he should be prosecuted. Yes, maybe he should be indicted. There is an argument there. But also, if you're going to make that argument, you have to also make it for all prior presidents, and even some presidential candidates like Hillary Clinton has done very similar things. But like Donald Trump says here, Joe Biden has done the same thing. Pretty much every single past president has done the same thing that Donald Trump has, but they're only going after Trump because they see him as a threat, because he knows the truth about a lot of things, and he's one of those people that's just not scared to say it. He's not part of the establishment, so he's not scared to say it. But I did really just want to bring attention to this Vivek Ramaswamy tweet. I thought it was really hilarious. Like I said, really expert trolling, and I love the fact that the Republican candidates are coming out and doing these types of things. I think it's great that they're not scared to actually be real people. And it's also just a funny story overall. I mean, cocaine being found in the White House when Joe Biden's son is in the White House, visiting the White House, and he's also a very well recorded and well published crackhead. It's just so funny. Like, I can't believe the timeline that we're in right now is just crazy. The president is a senile man with a crackhead son, and now there's cocaine being found in the White House. And Vivek Ramaswamy, who is, gaining on the Republican candidates, he's about to pass Ron DeSantis in the polls, and he's trolling him on Twitter by saying, Vivek Ramaswamy is saying presidential debate prep is underway, on top of a tweet saying that there's cocaine found in the White House. And also Donald Trump is saying that they definitely already know who the cocaine belongs to. It's just crazy, the timeline that we exist in. I love it, but at the same time, it is a little bit scary because these people have like nuclear launch codes and stuff, and they kind of control the direction that the country is going in. Let me know. Thank God for the Supreme Court, man. Thank God for checks and balances. But let me know what you're thinking about this Vivek Ramaswamy tweet, and what do you think about Donald Trump and what he had to say about the cocaine that was found in the White House. Let me know what you're thinking about this whole cocaine in the White House, Vivek Ramaswamy, Donald Trump situation.